Lando, we've talked a lot about this track. You finally had a chance to drive around it. What was it like?
It's extremely tricky. It's very bumpy in some areas, which was maybe not quite what we were expecting. I think what a lot of people are expecting, I think everyone is expecting it to be very smooth and beautiful, but it's not. The surface is very tricky as well. You go offline anywhere and it's pretty much game over. You know, you spin, you end up in the wall. So it's punishing, let's say. That's why you've seen quite a few people, ending up in the barriers. It's a bit weird. Like if you go offline anyway, it's just terrible. So I'm hoping they can do something a little bit better. I don't know what. I think when they clean the track, it helps. Like this morning, there was a lot of marbles and stuff, and as soon as you went offline, it was game over. But it was the same in P2. It started better, but then as soon as there's a little bit of marbles, you go offline and it's terrible. So I feel like it's not going to be great for racing now. It's just tricky to, it's like one line you got to stick to, and that's it. So it's a bit restricting, let's say. You can't do many differences comparing to other people, so it limits you a little bit, but it's the negatives. Positives is I think it's still a fun track. It's challenging, it's difficult, it's obviously punishing, like I said, and still a funnish track to drive. So all in all, a reasonable day.
Quite a disjointed session with the red flags. It kind of probably disrupted your long run in. So do you get a feel for that at all with high fuel?
A little bit. Obviously, never as much. You never really get as much as what you plan for. But we got a little bit. I think we made some good steps from FP1 to FP2. We obviously need to try and make some more. We're not where we want to be, and Mercedes are quite a long way ahead of us. And let's say they're our most comparable team with similar PUs. So I think positive. Like things went in the right direction. We just maybe need to go in that right direction a bit more. So we'll try that and see where we end up.
Surprised by that Mercedes pace?
Not at all. They were P4, P5 in Bahrain. They've been strong all year. Just because they have some bouncing, everyone expects them to be terrible. So no, not at all. They're extremely strong in slow speed corners. Mercedes have been probably one of the best cars in the slow speed all season. Just no one ever looks at the GPS very well and picks it up. So not a surprise in any way. So just makes us want to work even harder and try and get past them again.
Great stuff. Thanks, Lando. Good luck. Hey, Daniel. What was your first experience of the Miami Grand Prix circuit like?
It was an experience. It was cool. I mean, some parts I like. But yeah, just the surface, the asphalt, that's coming out of my salary.
That's okay, we got the recording, you're fine.
Do you want me to wait? Okay. I won't say anything too bad, it's all right. But yeah, it's just offline, really slippery. I feel like some of the stones are coming up, so it's kind of like gravel. So it's something we haven't, I think, experienced before, so call it a new challenge. But I like the first sector, that's cool, it's fun, it's quite flowing and fast. The real tight bit, it's whatever. We changed obviously a few things this afternoon. You're trying to figure out the track and adapt to it. I don't think we still found, let's say, the right or the sweet spot. So a bit more work tonight, and we'll get after it for tomorrow.
How did the car just generally feel on low fuel? And I know we didn't get much long runs, but from what you could learn.
Yeah, it's, as you say, like interrupted with some red flags and some stuff going on. So hard to get like some long, consistent runs. I think it felt similar across low fuel and high fuel. I think we're still trying to, let's say, look for the same things in the car, or let's say the weaknesses. I think we're there in both cases. So yeah, a bit of work to do, but in saying that, like not from a discouraged point of view, just lots to digest in a couple hours running on a new track.
And what have you made of the atmosphere? Like it's heaving in the paddock right now. It's quite something else.
It's cool. It's odd. I mean, to be honest, like when you get out of the car, you're sweating and you're like, you kind of want your own personal space. But in general, it's cool to have a paddock with atmosphere. I mean, I would say really since COVID, let's say opened up a little more, every paddock's been pretty awesome. And certainly it's buzzing right now.
Awesome. Thanks very much. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.